Morning. I want to tell you guys a story. So, for some reason, this speaker has little crevices, and there was something white stuck in it. I didn't know what it was, so I'm trying to get it out because I'm not sure how deep the crevices go into the speaker, and I don't want to break the speaker. My dumbass decided to suck on it to get this small thing out. It was deodorant. Dude, Irish Spring all up in my mouth right now. That is what she said. So,
hey there, guys. So, you know how, a year ago, I told you there was a new video coming out soon?
I'll have something out soon enough. I will be doing a Halloween movie marathon.
And then it never did? Well, this isn't the video, I promise. The holidays, right? My family tends to get each other, weird things. For example, 2 years ago, I bought my entire family caution wet floor signs. Do you know what my family doesn't need? Caution wet floor signs. Why? It was funny. It was one of the best gifts I've ever gotten people. Another thing that I tend to get people a lot are socks with my face on them. In fact, I think I might have. There have been 2 renditions of these, 2 different faces of mine on pairs of socks that I've given to there's probably 20 people out there with socks with my face on them. Another thing I like to get people are these little plastic construction hats. I bought 200 of these ones. Every Christmas I give all my cousins 2. And the only cousins' heads that they fit are the 3 and the 5-year-old. These don't fit on anybody's head, especially cuz I'm one of the younger cousins, so it doesn't fit on anybody's head. I'm not, however, the only sibling that takes place in this whole weird gift-giving activity. My sister has gotten me bags of rocks. She's gotten my brother bacon Band-Aids. I mean, weird stuff. The other day, my brother was at a white elephant, which I've never been a particular fan of white elephants. It's just not my thing. But he got a collection of things that he came to me today and said, "Aiden, I do not want these. Please take them from me." And I thought, what a better way than to make a video that I promised a year ago.
I'll have something out soon enough.
Right now. It's not the video. I promised a Halloween video, and I'm not sure if I said the exact words, but it's still in progress. So let's get started with a Dr. Pepper. No, I'm kidding. This is not the one of the things. This is how I'm going to wash gross things down. So one crack. You can still hear too. Were you able to see the dust come off of it? It was kind of cool. Refreshing. Dr. Pepper, sponsor me. With 15 subscribers. So the first thing that my brother got that I want to try are chapsticks that are not going to be good. I have very low expectations for these. One time for my birthday, my sister got me a thing of ranch chapstick with a little thing that you could clip it onto your keys. And it sat on my desk, no joke, for 2 years before I think I threw it away a month ago. I believe that these are all Hershey's. My lips are about to be very glossed. I'm going to start with the Reese's. It is an orange color. It actually smells like advertised, okay? That's what you're supposed to do with chapstick, right? Lick it off your lips immediately. So it smells immensely like Reese's, but taste-wise, which I'm not saying I'm eating this wax, no taste. Reese's. The second one up on the list, we have the York Peppermint Patty, which I'm not sure if you guys have ever had these. These were my brother's favorite thing growing up. And it's kind of like for people who like mint chocolate chip, or people that like eating chocolate mint toothpaste. So, it smells more like the chocolate than you'd think. It has a taste, believe it or not, kind of waxy.
Oh, brother, this guy stinks!
Next up, we have classic Hershey's milk chocolate. Arguably one of my favorite chocolates out there, other than
Double chunk chocolate cookie!
Now, it's kind of off-putting because the other 2 were round at the top. This one's not. This one is very boxy, which makes me think, are these pre-used? Okay, it smells like the chocolate. I can't smell it on my lips. Ooh, and it tastes fantastic. Oh, I should start rating these. Okay, 3 out of 10. 4 out of 10. I would actually use this, like a 6 out of 10. Next up, Hershey's S'mores, which I've never seen this logo before. So I don't actually think that this is a Hershey's product. I think they just wanted s'mores in here. It smells like s'mores. I mean, smell-wise, all of these checking the boxes. Taste-wise, it's kind of s'more-like. It's not, like, as good as the Hershey's chocolate one was. And smell-wise, I mean, it smells good. I can't smell it on my lips, so 4 out of 10. Next, we have Almond Joys. Now, I like 2 different flavors a lot. I like coconut, and I really like vanilla. I won a tube of vanilla chapstick in a giveaway for a Nutcracker performance I was in, like, a year ago. And I used that all the way up until I dropped out of college. Okay, something I will say about these tubes is, like, you can't, like, twist them. I wonder if I have to, like, take off the wrappings.
1 eternity later.
If I take off the wrappings, how will I know what flavor these are? This has absolutely no flavor. It smells pretty good, but then the tube was incredibly hard to make it go up. 2 out of 10. That was rather disappointing. It's more a tube thing than it is the actual chapstick. Next, we have Whoppers. You know when you go trick-or-treating and everybody's done, like, distributing out their candy? Like, you know, you give your sister the Milky Ways. Everybody gives you the peanut butter stuff because you like peanut butter for some reason. And this is a very specific thing to my experience only. Well, Whoppers was always that thing that you could trade, but you couldn't trade them for anything. Like, nobody wanted anything less than the Whoppers unless it was, like, popcorn or an apple. Dental floss. Like, that's what you traded Whoppers for. Smell test. Smell-wise, these smell really good. How much wax can I eat before I die? It's a very waxy taste. The smell's pretty good. 3 out of 10. Now we have the one that I was super excited for. It's like Almond Joys, but better because you don't have to bite a goddamn almond. The Mounds. Now, a lot of people like to tell me that I'm crazy because I like Mounds more than I like Almond Joys, but I'm going to tell them to fuck off. It smells the same as the Almond Joy because the only difference is almond, and it tastes pretty good. 5 out of 10. That is all of the chapsticks. Would I say that this is worth money? No. Would I say that getting it as a gift is the worst thing? No, I actually think it'd be kind of fun to kiss me right now. My lips are very sweet tasting. Dr. Pepper, please sponsor me. The next thing that we got for you is going to be something that my sister got for my brother, and I don't expect to like these, but these are ketchup candies. Now, I fondly remember not liking ketchup. I actually remember detesting ketchup by the time I was 6. I've hated ketchup my whole life. I'll eat it on a hot dog, rarely a hamburger, but my brother has always liked ketchup. A memory that my mom shared with me the other day is that when my brother was younger, he used to dip his M&Ms in ketchup. And I've always thought that that's disgusting because gross ketchup, and then M&Ms aren't my favorite either. And then you throw them together and it just doesn't sound good. Like, some things you can throw together that, like, aren't good. Like, I don't like onions, per se. But in, like, a brat, I can get behind some onions. Ketchup candies. This is what they look like. They kind of look gross. I'm kind of hoping these aren't hard candy. Like, I kind of am praying for gummies here. I don't want to dissolve this in my mouth. Spit Bucket. It has a quote on it. It says, I don't know. We've had this cup for like 12 years. If anybody can tell me what this quote says, I'll give you a ketchup candy. Down the hatch. Oh my god. So it's not false advertising. It is ketchup candy. And it's sweet like a candy with that ketchup. It's ketchup. And I fucking detest ketchup. So whoever Archie McPhee is, you belong in jail for this one. Disgusting. I hope that these die with humanity. 0 out of 10. -2 out of 10. Those were gross. Speaking of gross, I have pickle gummies. I've always kind of liked pickles, but I'm not like a diehard pickle fan. Gummy pickle. Opening it up reeks of gummies. It smells a lot more like gummies than it does like pickle. It actually just looks like a pickle, which kind of gives me hope that this doesn't actually tasting like pickles.
A lot of boring math later.
Looking back at the jar, this is green apple flavored. I wasn't expecting that. I think it just looks like a pickle, which makes this a whole lot less interesting. I don't particularly love green apple anyways, so I could see myself like buying those for like a kid. It was okay. I took a really big bite. I took a bite like it was a pickle, and it's definitely not. Kind of fucking whack if you ask me. Ugh. They're definitely better than the ketchup candies. Like 6 out of 10. These were they're green apple. They're kind of good. Dr. Pepper, please sponsor me. Next up, we have one of my favorite things in the world. Actually, arguably my favorite food ever, mac and cheese, but in gummy form. Now, reading the box a little bit closer, because I wasn't expecting green apple flavor in the pickles, I was actually expecting like a vinegar pickle. This doesn't have a listed flavoring, and I think this is just going to be cheese flavored. I don't think that these are going to be good. That's my prediction. Smelling them, they smell the most gummy out of gummy things. They do not have the holes, which I always like opening a mac and cheese noodle with my teeth and like licking out the cheese. And I'm gonna vomit if these are like gushers, because they kind of feel like squishy. Down the hatch.
A little longer than a few minutes later.
Okay, those weren't the worst things ever, and they were not mac and cheese flavored, which I was super worried about. They kind of taste like Play-Doh, so do with that what you will. There are people out there who like eating Play-Doh. Shout out to my Play-Doh eaters. The next thing that was in my brother's little pack of shit that he brought home from his white elephant were all butter shortbread rounds. Now, a lot of people like a good crunchy cookie. I steer more on the chewy side of a cookie. If I get the choice, I will eat the cookie dough instead. Nothing will ever beat some warm cookie dough.
Double chunk chocolate cookie.
But these actually feel like kind of soft. Break test. They're pretty good. They're shortbread cookies. I mean, I wasn't expecting to not like these. They're not my favorite kind of cookie. They're more of a palate cleanser. Speaking of something, we're going to need something to cleanse our...
Oh, brother, this guy stinks!
Speaking of palate cleansers, we're going to need a lot of them because we're going to do some Bean Boozled. These became like really popular when I was a kid. I specifically remember 2016, they had like a big thing that came up about them where like everybody loved them. I grabbed a red one, which is either Old Bandage or Pomegranate. Spit Bucket. It was pomegranate. No, I'm kidding. Oh my god. Why do people do this? Oh my gosh, it's horrible. Oh my gosh. Just because this saved me from that taste, 10 out of 10. Dusty ass tissues. Wow. What an experience. I think if I got like one of each color, we can like call it a day. Leave it at that. 10 flavors. Fun fact, do you know you can't actually taste something until it's interacted with your saliva? This is either going to taste like strawberry banana smoothie or dead fish. I'm trying to smell it. I know what to expect. Down the hatch. So I genuinely can't tell you what that flavor was. That did not taste like dead fish. However, it didn't taste good. It actually tasted a lot like the like the ketchup candies. Jail. I'm gonna have to go get myself another Dr. Pepper. Please sponsor me. Okay, something I want to try before we move on to the other 8 colors is I really want to try the reason that I spent 10 minutes looking for a bottle opener. There we go. My brother brought home bacon soda. One thing that I love is soda from a glass bottle because there's just something about feeling like I'm drinking a beer without actually having to put like the disgusting taste of a beer in my mouth. That really excites me. Smell test. Oh my gosh. It smells like bacon fat. I don't even like bacon. Sorry. I'll eat Play-Doh, not bacon.
Shout out to my Play-Doh eaters.
I'll eat bacon sometimes. Spit cup.
So much later that the old narrator got tired of waiting and they had to hire a new one.
Whoever made bacon soda, prison. You? Both of these people, prison. You make me want that green apple pickle again. Back to this. Now, this is actually a really fun game to play. I understand why these taste bad. I've kind of always wanted to play this. This is either going to taste like a booger, which it looks like one, or a juicy pear, which is really funny because I don't like pear. Do they have any good flavors on here? Down the hatch. Oh, good luck. I didn't know you spoke another language, Aiden. Oh, gosh. These get an extra point. Like, I think I had them at 5, 6 out of 10. I was really hoping that, like, the bacon soda would be really good, and so I wouldn't have to go get another Dr. Pepper, but that's not the case. Second Dr. Pepper of the video. Listen for the crack. Beautiful. Gorgeous. Immaculate. Oh! Yeah. We have 7 more of these. This one is either going to taste like liver and onions or cappuccino, which is really funny because I don't like coffee either. So, oops. You know I was talking about how I hate onions? How have I pulled 3 bad ones so far? Statistically, that's horrid. Maybe they put all the bad ones at the top for me. That leaves 6 more. I don't actually like jelly beans. This is either gonna taste like toothpaste or blueberry. I actually like toothpaste. It wasn't bad. In fact, don't even need a palate cleanser. My mouth just feels like it feels after I brush my teeth. Not actually. It feels a lot less clean. Feels like I was munching on some bacon soda earlier. Not to be confused with baking soda. Big fan of that. This one is either going to taste like wet dog or top banana. I don't typically like banana unless there's peanut butter with it, or it's just a plain banana. Like, I don't like banana flavoring, and wet dog is something that I can deal with. Wet dog. Oh boy. Statistically, all of these are bad. Bean Boozled, fire your people. Have your people talk to my people will fire your people. This one is either going to taste like licorice or burnt rubber. Licorice, I actually like. I don't think that when I put this in my mouth, it's going to taste good either way. Burnt rubber. Who'd have guessed? Only one of these. Only one of the Stinky Sock or Tutti Frutti. Tutti Frutti, Stinky Sock. You know how I said there was only one of those? There is no longer one of those, which I'm actually happy about. Stink Bug, Toasted Marshmallow. I gotta go find that Tutti Frutti one before one of my dogs eats it and, like, kills me in punishment. So my brother always uses this protein powder that's Fruity Pebbles flavored. And one day I was, in fact, in my last vlog, I was hanging out with him and we were in his dorm room and he didn't have milk. And so we mixed it with water. Now I finally have milk. A whole thing of 2%. And a whole thing of protein powder. I have no intention of going to the gym later, but who knows, maybe after this, I'll really want to. Here's the test. I don't usually mix protein powder, so I didn't realize that it should have been mixed more. Woof. I would put this protein powder in the milk that I use for my Fruity Pebbles, although I don't use Fruity Pebbles. These were pretty good. I'd totally buy these for a kid. Green apple, they look like pickles, they're kind of funny. They don't actually taste like pickles, get them. They're not bad. Bacon soda, prison. If you buy this for somebody, prison. You make this, prison. Horrible people made this. People that belong in the worst parts of the world. Prison. Mac and cheese gummies. Not bad. I feel like a kid would like these. They're fun, they're playful, they don't taste horrid. They're just not fantastic. They're not like, ooh, I'm gonna crave these for the next week. I wouldn't. These chapsticks. These are a funny gift to get for somebody that you like. I'd say you should do it. Ketchup candies. If you get these for somebody, you're telling them that you'd rather see them dead in a ditch than at your next Christmas party. And there's no in between. Shortbread cookies. Definitely. Especially if somebody is going to make a video where they're taste testing gross things. These. Fantastic. Dr. Pepper. Please sponsor me. Please. Sponsor me. Well, now that everything tastes horrible, I'm going to go try and eat a lot of meatballs. So, if you guys want to see me do any other videos in the future, any questions you guys, all 15 of you, have for me, let me know, and I'd be happy to answer questions. Thank you for watching, and good luck watching this.